Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to get started on the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Pink SPD Ranger. Now, like I said, I don't think there's anything that I can say that is going to change anybody's mind. I'm pretty much reviewing these so I can take pretty pictures. But, without that being said, I have very much enjoyed the Lightning Collection stuff for what they've given us. I mean, it's stuff that I've wanted before, that I'm getting now, which is less of, and I really like the Sentai counterparts. But what's really cool that I've been enjoying is that I found newfound life in like adding on and modding a bunch of stuff because I've just been enjoying new and different things. But with Women Rangers, it's pretty cool because I can mod it using most SHF stuff. I'll talk about that later in the video. But because of that, it's given a brand new expression to everything I'm doing, which is why I've been having a damn good time. But let's jump into SPD Pink. Now, what's really cool about her is I like the unisex uniforms. There's no skirts involved, so it's really just a uniform team with color designations, and I've really been enjoying that. With SPD and Deca Ranger in general, I've really loved this series, so getting these has been really fun. Look-wise, I don't think we get anything too crazy. Obviously, you're missing paint apps that you would get it to make it suit accurate, but it's still a very nice representation of what we get for both Deca Ranger and SPD. So you have your logos here and here and here. Well, here and here, and then you have your number logo here. I like that they still included the butterfly joints. I am not enjoying the fact that we are still getting single joints for the ladies. It would be nice to be able to get double joints, but I do like that they're cutting them better and they don't seem fragile. So it is a step in the right direction, but I'm hoping we can get to the final step sooner than later. Now, as far as articulation goes, we can look up. Let me actually zoom out just a tad bit. We can look up with no problem. And this goes to them in this wave, extending those neck pegs like they did for the Dino Thunder Blue and the Lost Galaxy Red and Zeo Green, I believe. I don't remember what it's in every wave, but I try to. We can look down just a tad bit. So this is her looking straight, but technically if I move the torso a little forward, she'll look like she's looking down. We can look left and right. We can slightly tilt our head. We do get, outside of the double joint, we get pretty much the same articulation as the guys, which is what I can commend, but I really wish that it was either a joint that cut deeper or a double joint. And oh, by the way, we do miss bicep swivel. Sorry. We're missing also the bicep swivel. So those are things that I wish that we did get, because it doesn't hinder it even on these bodies. It really doesn't. We get our forward and backwards butterfly joint. We are missing the bicep swivel, which is weird, but we do get forearm swivel here, and we can cut it at a 90-degree angle. We have our horizontal peg joint on both. Yep, horizontal on both. And we have a tilting side to side. Oh, wow. That doesn't cut as deep as I thought it did. So we're also missing our tilting side to side. So we do not have that. But we do crunch forward. And we still crunch at a decent rate, actually. We can still crunch forward and crunching backwards with no problem. Our legs can go forward. We have a thigh swivel. Ooh, I forgot how fresh out the box she was. We have our double jointed legs. We have a boot cut. And we still have our generous ankle pivot. So let's get her posed up. Let's try to make her look good. At least try. This one is fresh out the box. There was one I actually opened previously, and I will talk about that actually right now as we talk about accessories. So we have her looking pretty good, right? But I want to talk about the fact that I have a second one, which I have modded with SHF joints. Let's move her back ever so slightly. So this one has SHF joints, which will make up for our single jointedness. And I've used some SHF parts. And again, it adds that expression that is needed, is very much needed in some of these figures, because when you have the single joint, they pretty much lack some personality that you would very much enjoy on them. As you can see here, she looks a ton better, which is having extra hands and movement. So we'll move that back. Keep you there, right? So accessories-wise, we will get, accessories-wise, we will actually get a sparkly pink effect. Looking pretty solid there. It's actually translucent too, so if you get some light passing through, it'll look really good. We have an unmasked head, which I think is pretty solid as well too. It may not look exactly like her, but it is a far overall improvement of what we've been getting previously. We will get the sword. They gave it a pink glow this time. It's really nice. Then you're going to have your adapter or the knuckle blaster, depending on how you want to call it. And this can actually attach for a long point version. You can take it off and you will get a short version of it that looks kind of like a baton. And that can also attach and look like, a laser shot. You can also use this as a set of kind of like brass knuckles in a way. You will also get the SPD license, which I was definitely about to call the Deca license. I like that they painted it this time. You will get a closed fist. And you will get a hand that holds the license. Dedicated one. She's going to have some trouble holding this, because even though the hand is there for that, it does not hold pretty well in my opinion, as you can see there. But this will be a good action hand, though. Very good action hand. And that's all you get accessory wise. But again, I really like mix and matching the two. So you can give it some of the SHF weapons with the hands, mix and match your parts. Ooh, let's back it all up a little bit. So yeah, you can mix and match a little bit, and then you'll have this. I believe I did one on my Instagram, the tutorial showing you how to do it. If I didn't, I will try to put it up again. I could have swore I did, but this is like my 5th time doing it. So, as you can see here, we would get our normal hands. These can actually hold weapons in each hand, so she can technically dual wield with no problem. Let's actually rotate this around. There we go. So like I said, I feel like they have a lot of nice expression and they look really good. Besides the minor paint apps and like the non-expressive hands, it gets difficult to kind of juggle at. But again, I like to mix and match and have fun. And if you're not me and you feel like you want a definitive version, it's going to be tough because you're going to like, I got to spend money on both the SHF and the Lightning Collection. But I think if you had to pick one, you'll be fine with either one. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the size comparison so you can see why I said that. Alright, let's talk about the size comparisons. First things first, let's compare her to her SH Figuarts counterpart, the Deca Pink. Ooh, did not mean for you to fall. Let's try to fix that right now. And while she leans a little forward, I don't like that. Let's actually fix it. There we go. As you can see, she stands some height much taller than her Deca Ranger counterpart. But again, at the time that the SHF was made, it is now an outdated body mold, and SHFs have grown a little bit bigger, but those weapons still fit really well in there, and so do those hands. So yeah, everybody catch your hands. But yeah, this is one of those things where, like, legit, if you had to pick and choose, I think a combination of the two would be best. But if you had to pick one, having the Lightning Collection would still also be pretty cool. But again, it's all about your own preference. So yeah. You're going to have to decide that one. When comparing her to other female counterparts, like the Ranger Slayer, who will fix that? There we go. Or In Space Yellow. As you can see here, we have a lot of stuff. It's actually been really nice because you can see the different types of... The body is still the same. They've done a nice little mix and match of adding different parts ever so slightly to make them just different enough. The skirt stuff always gets me though, because I don't like the tough plastic stuff. That's why I said I really like the unisex stuff where the uniforms are, they're just neutral. They just go really well together. You don't need a skirt. Here is her next to, I'm about to say Deca Red, but SPD Red. And then SPD Blue. And as you can see, her neck is just a little bit bigger and shows a much better representation of how the neck sits with the helmets. In this new wave, we definitely get that. And I'm really glad that we do. So, removing these guys. Here she is next to an SH Fig Arts Kamen Rider Kuga. Like she said, stands around the same size as SH Fig Arts Kamen Rider Kuga, which isn't really a bad thing, you know? Here we are with a Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2099. Then swap him out, give you a Mythic Legions. Alright. Then we'll do a... Oh, let's do up against a monster. So King Sphinx, the much bigger monster. Here we are with Scorpion from Storm Collectibles. Why is everybody leaning today? Weird. Then we'll do a G.I. Joe Cobra Infantryman. And then last but not least, a Mezco Cosplay Me. Just add him right on the end. As you can see, she fares out pretty well. Obviously, she's shorter, but she doesn't look too out of place with too much of everyone, except for maybe Scorpion. But everybody else it looks okay with. In the meantime, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope that you've had a good time watching it. I hope you all are doing well. But as always, please, be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.